What's up, tubers? We're back. Got something different today. We're going to do a not so much a tutorial as a experimental let's learn together video. I've seen a lot of people do flocking, embossing powders to make carpet. There's quite a few tutorial videos on there, but I'm just going to kind of wing it and ramble, and you guys can learn with me and watch me make mistakes. Because I found this embossing powder at a local garage sale for, you know, pretty cheap. She didn't want to haggle, but whatever. $3, big deal. So I'm gonna give it a try here. Put some carpet down in the back of this van. Since you can't see it once the top goes on, you know, with the louvers I put in it, and that window's non-existent, you really can't see inside of there once it goes back together. So what better place to practice? If I mess up, I mess up. It's basically a wet glue, white glue, a wet white glue, like kind of watered down a little bit, I think, and brush it on, sprinkle on the powder, and then let that dry a little bit, and then you tap it off. So these are cheapo Wally World, pretty much disposable brushes. I usually like to keep them around just for, you know, stippling or whatnot, but for the interest of this video, I'm going to use a new one. We're out 10 cents, big deal. So I'm gonna add a little bit of water to this. These are like the lids or covers to things. I always like to keep them for, you know, if you want to do other little paint bins and stuff. Perfect for disposable. No cleanup necessary. The recycling people out there are probably gonna hate me. Just throw it in the water. It's fine, just throw it in the ocean. That's big enough. Whoa, roast me in the comments for that comment. It's sad we do this earth, but let's refrain from political commentary. See, I'm just kind of making a little glue slurry. I imagine Mod Podge would probably work. You don't want it too thick, from what I've seen or read or looked at, because it's going to make it lump up too much. So you see I've got it taped off there already. I'm only going to do half of it, just in the interest of time and whatnot. But, you know, see I kind of loaded it up pretty thickly. Words. Yeah, that's what you don't want. Big lumps. So, you know, kind of stir it and smash it. Again, I imagine Mod Podge would probably work too. And places that you don't want it, don't paint it. So, I mean, you can see I've already kind of laid some tape down. The key to any good brushwork is to lay it off afterwards. I was a high-end house painter for a lot of years, and those skills are actually kind of paying off in this little hobby. Anyways, places you don't want to paint it, or don't want the flocking to be, just don't paint it with a glue. The example, I forgot the tape there, just kind of cut close to it. You know, it probably doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, unless you're obviously building a show model. So I said I was only doing half, so let's do up to the front of that door entry, and then we'll add a different color there or something. Just an experiment. And I don't want to use up too much of this material either, because if it works, oh my gosh, we're gonna carpet everything. So there you go. You can see that's all got a nice coat of wet glue on there. This is just wet, I mean white glue, basic, you know, carpenter glue, whatever. Again, that'll get flocking on it. So places you don't want it, don't paint it. Hence the masking. Again, tutorial learning. So let's give this a whirl. Hopefully this thing isn't, I'm not sure if that mesh is fine enough. But whatever, we're gonna give it a whirl. Again, 75 cents, who cares? Let's see if this works. We're gonna go with white just because it's a white van, you know. Stroke the furry. Whoa. Yeah, this screen is not, I'm gonna have to flood it and then recycle what parts off, I guess. Yikes, that is really a lot. Okay, I was really hoping that, found this in the kitchen. My wife will hate me. Hoping it was gonna work, but, you know, let's kind of tap it around a little bit. So make sure you get it where you want it. Yeah, that might be weird because it's white. So let's pour this up and And that's exactly why I poured this over the instruction sheet, so I can reuse it. Oh yeah, complete with, you know, cat hair, what have you, whatever. Perfect. Couldn't be better, huh? So let's try another color that might stick out a little better. Ooh, that looks fun. Yeah, I just feel like this isn't fine enough of a mesh. It's just gonna, let's just dump it right on top of where the white was. The hell with it. Yeah, it's coming out way too fast. So I would need a thinner, finer mesh of a screen, but I can see how it would work. Just have to be a little bit more finite, detailed with it if you're gonna do it this way. And that's what I was also thinking, these might come in handy to kind of maybe help stipple it in there. No, that doesn't look like it's helping at all. So let's just dump it off and we've got nothing. So okay, well, we're still trying here. I mean, I guess that's kind of white now that I ruined it with a red. Try a different spot here. So I'm gonna put it on pretty thick, but not lumpy. Again, this is never gonna be seen once the cab goes back on, so I would obviously be a little bit more careful with one that I was, you know, you'd be able to see inside and take pictures of, but let's, here, let's just do this. No, that's not gonna work. Come on. Here. Control, I don't know. I can see how the theory would work. Yeah, maybe it just needs a little bit more time to dry and adhere to it. Ooh, yeah, that's kind of working. I mean, you know, sure, that could look like a carpeted floor. Let's just go ahead and dump the rest on. I'm gonna slap layer goo, just coat it up. Yeah, you know, again, for the interest of this video, go and dump what we have on there and coat it and let it sit and dry for a little bit and see if maybe that kind of helps. You know, or I might have just made it really, really worse. Oh. Oops, yay. Yeah, I don't know what this stuff costs in the hobby stores, but I can only imagine it's probably not cheap. I feel like it pouring out thinner will help it to find the spots where you want it to go. Don't know. We're gonna cover that one up, tap this one around a little bit, get it forward just a tad, just so maybe it'll look even-ish. I mean, you know, sure, maybe with more detail and a finer mesh. Maybe my glue isn't quite the right viscosity. Don't know. But for a first time out, you know, squint one eye. You got shag carpet, man. Stroke the furry wall, yo. Get in my van. Far out. Yeah. That, I mean, again, it's, you know, you can see my messy spots and experimental, but with a little bit more detail, I bet it would probably work pretty good. All right, so there you have it. Flocking powder. Carpet. Or I keep saying flocking powder. Embossing powder. To create a flocking look. I don't know why that's in my head. It's embossing powder. And glue. That's it. So, that's, you know, I mean, it'll for sure look like it once that's all on there. But, yeah, there you go. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. We'll see you next time.